America is a melting pot made up of many different cultures, and everyone tends to have a different kind of culture. Me personally, I'm Portuguese, and my family descended from Portugal, and actually the islands off of Portugal. And no matter how intertwined you are with your background, everyone has an ethnicity that comes from some other place. For my culture, bullfights are a huge celebration. And I call it a celebration because for Portuguese culture, it's a little more unique compared to other cultures. Other cultures such as Spain and France, they use bullfights for more of a type of brutality than a celebration. Portuguese bullfights, I call them unique because Portuguese people actually adore bulls. They honor them. And it's a reenactment of their victory long ago against Spain. And where the reenactment comes in is thousands of years ago, Spain invaded Portugal trying to take it over, right? And the Portuguese were probably going to lose, but they released all their bulls through the street, and that's where you get running with the bulls. And the bulls came in and they chased all the Spaniards out, and the Portuguese won the battle. And that's why the Portuguese, when they actually fight the bull, most other cultures, they kill the bull at the end, where Portuguese people don't kill it because they honor them, and the bulls did them a great service many years ago. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is there's many different perspectives on different types of traditions through different cultures, and many perspectives on bullfights seem to be negative mainly. Which in some countries you can have a negative perspective, but the reason for this is knowing your culture gives a new perspective on how things actually work, and it shows that it's not always about brutality or a tradition. It doesn't always have to be a tradition that you want to remove. It's always something beyond what it seems. And I say this because every culture has a bullfight for a different reason, and knowing the reasons for each culture is mandatory. And if you know the reason for the Portuguese culture, the Portuguese culture's bullfights, then you know that it's a good reason, and it should be celebrated. Culture, to me, is vital because it describes every person individually, and it shows who they actually are. Because every person is unique compared to the next person. And that's why I believe if you know your culture, you know where you come from, the culture won't necessarily disappear. Because in America, I feel like things get really Americanized, and you start forgetting your family background. And that is something that I feel needs to be practiced, and it should be remembered so people don't mix up ideas of certain things.